plays this, top of the 18. Cincinnati holds its ground, and now Wobodo with the release. Acosta beats one man one-on-one and another. This is still Luciano Acosta continuing on. Acosta! Oh my goodness!
Picked the ball up and said, okay, you know what? I'm going to pick it up at the halfway line and I'm going to go all the way on my own. And you're thinking to yourself, release the ball now, release the ball now. He decides, no, I'm not having that. I'm going to have the goal instead. And I'm probably going to get the goal of the season as well. It's just unbelievable. First of all, he uses skill and strength. Then he uses pace. And then he uses patience just to get the time right to take the strike. And he completely bamboozles the whole of the Charlotte defense. And this player is a joy to watch. Cincinnati, they've just renewed his contract. What a huge positive that is.
But it's a Saturday. Why not?
What an unbelievable fan base they have.
He has to go over the top. And that one flicked towards goal in! Acosta! A perfect rainbow! And it's 1-0 for the visitors.
And there is the absolute piece of magic we come to expect from this player. 7 goals on the trot now, 7 goals in 7 games. Absolutely brilliant on the park for not more than 5 or 6 minutes. And he catches the Whitecaps out in behind Veselinovic there. And I think he's looking to do that all the way. Not trying to cross out to a teammate. He sees it. Takaoka is in a bit of no man's land there. And just fantastic piece of skill there from Luciano Acosta has given FC Cincinnati the lead that they so deserve based on the way that they've come into BC Place and defended well and waited for their moment.
That's what Arias is looking for, that ball back into the middle.
Nice ball from Wobodo, wide for Arias. Acosta. Luciano Acosta, edge of the D. Acosta gets it back! Oh, what a goal! The MLS MVP candidate, Luciano Acosta, with a perler here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Just a little bit right there, drives it in, waits for the space, splits the two, and then off the header. I believe it's Junior Moreno. Watch him find this little pocket. He just nods it down to the path and one-times it with the left boot to the top corner.
Cushions it down, deflected effort, pinball in the area, Wobodo away. And the header back may fall short, there goes Badji, out comes Coronel, falls to Luciano Acosta! Goal!
Feel that play developing here. That was the first header, one, and then the blocked clearance, another header. And how about that? Wobodo just does whatever he can to get it out of danger. The header goes back, not enough on it, and Badji reads it all the way, puts the effort in, forces Cornell into a tricky decision there. And the second it falls to Acosta. He's got one thing on his mind. He's finding the back of the net to put Cincinnati up 2-0. An unfortunate error there by the Red Bulls. Cincinnati makes them pay. It's going to be a tough hole to climb out of.
Leads were taken 4 minutes after FC Cincinnati scored. San Jose equalized in a similar amount of time. 6 minutes after the 2-1 lead was taken by San Jose, FC Cincinnati have equalized, and Acosta, who set up the last goal, just set up another one. What a run by Acosta through a crowd, and Kubo has scored again. This game has completely flipped in a matter of minutes. Say earthquakes too, and the individual brilliance of Acosta is on display yet again.
Wow, I've seen this movie before, Mark. San Jose playing a good game, having the advantage, not being able to manage the game. When you have Luciano Acosta in front of you,
it's fine if you want to dribble to the corner and pull the defender away, but the last thing you want to do is lose possession.
Here's Assad now. Still Yamil Assad. Acosta! Acosta!
My word! My word!
Lucho! Outrageous! Winner from the MVP! What a game!
Play it over the top, but the last thing you want to do is give number 10 one chance, one opportunity to put the game away. 4, 5 gold shirts around him. It doesn't matter. 2 or 3 quick touches. He's by you, and you are picking the ball out of the back of the net because it is his house, his game, his city. Cincinnati, you got a good one. His 6th game-winning goal of 2024. Pursuit of space. They're going to put out fires. They're going to be hard in tackles. They're just difficult to play against.
Hadebe cuts it back. Acosta! A moment out of nowhere! A moment of brilliance from the reigning MVP, Luciano Acosta!
A moment of brilliance. FC Cincinnati needed that, but they get the help from Orlando City's goalkeeper, Pedro Galese. He gets caught cheating the wrong way. And part of that is because there's so many bodies in front of him. He looks for the angle, and right at that split second, Acosta comes across his body, and it's 1-1. 14 goals, 19 assists, a season after being MVP. Take a bow, Acosta. You have put
advantage is 1 place above them in 10th place. Brennan, nice turn from him. Acosta in the clear on his right foot. Luciano Acosta calls one home. A moment of brilliance from the man who's looked the most likely. FC Cincinnati take the lead. Acosta gets in that position, he does so well. Brenner drifts off to this left-hand side, and then there's space in the middle, and then when Acosta gets into the 18, just that low center of gravity, the little subtle shift, just wrong foots Anton Walks, who's committed to trying to get back and recover to that side, and then it's just a polished finish. He picks up that side netting, good height, good weight on the shot, nothing Alacan can do, and what an opening goal here at Tequila Stadium.
Acosta. Oh, what a ball that is for Sergio Santos. But that is all Lucho Acosta. An absolute dime, and FC Cincinnati are right back into the game thanks to the Brazilian. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I present to you Lucho Acosta, the greatness that can be. One of the things that you run into on the attacking side of the ball from him is he just wanders. He does what he wants, but this is what he can produce. This is all about the ball. 35 yards on an absolute dime up over the back line, and the beauty of the touch. That was week 1 for Sergio Santos.
Here is Barrial once more. To the byline, cuts it back. Falls kindly, offloads for Luciano Acosta! It's a curler, it's a perler, and it's Acosta once more for Cincinnati.
But look at this ball. Takes it down with his chest, a little bit of shoulder, just muscling Turnbull off of it. Cuts it back with the left boot. Dom Baji does enough to lay it off. And Acosta just has to pick out that top corner with the inside of the right boot to go up 1-0 over New York City. Right slicing through. And how smart of Dominic Baji. Gets it out of his feet a little bit. Gets maybe caught a little bit flat-footed. It's underneath. But enough to lay it off to him. Just the right touch. Maybe a little deflection on the way through, but I think that's fine in top corner. Doesn't matter. Nice birthday present.
You've got 2 of the shorter players, not only on Columbus, but in the league, in Matan and Rossi in this wall here.
Will Cincinnati take advantage? Acosta curling and in!
He's going to hit this direct, but no way. And they're caught a little flat-footed. This is inexcusable. The moment that ball touches, you've got to be rushing to get in front of Luciano Acosta. That half a second you wait, The clever bending ball in front of the rushing bodies in front of Patrick Schulte.
You can make the case that after the Hell is Real derby, this is the next biggest rivalry for the Cincinnati team. First involvement for Luciano Acosta. Able to pick up the trailer. Save made. Carlos Coronel. Follow-up drive. Goal. It's a blistering start for FC Cincinnati. And their Swiss Army knife, Yuya Kubo, with the opening goal.
And here is a really good example of it. Reyes just gets caught on the wrong side. He is never able to recover then. The ball goes across to Yedlin, and we see then the ball to the far post is absolutely majestic from Acosta. And Kubo is there. A man for all seasons to find the back of the net and give Cincinnati a great start. But this all came about because Red Bull's back four, they were dragged out. The two centre-backs in particular, Reyes, he gets dragged out. Acosta then takes full advantage of the space to firstly feed Yedlin, but then secondly put the ball inch perfect for Kubo to make it 1-0 for Cincinnati early on in this game.
Orejano gets past the tackle of Watts. Orejano, left-footed cross in, headed away by Parker. Now Acosta. Oh, what a ball from Acosta to Kubo! Absolutely picture perfect from the MVP to the Swiss Army knife, and it's 2-0 Cincinnati.
On this front line, notice on the far left side, a little bit slow to retreat here by Pompeu, and then just forgets about the runner on the outside. That hesitation right there. You've got to make a decision. Go with the immediate threat. Tuck yourself to the inside. Allow that ball to go out because of the fact that there's already the rotation over. Tim Parker, Nielsen separation, and there is a massive window here for Lucho Acosta to slide this through for Yuya Kubo.
Akinola. Oh, there's a through ball. Lovely through ball. Trying to turn the other way. Vasquez lays it back. Acosta with Bradley. Acosta, right foot. Oh, what a goal. Acosta. Yep, Stam. 2-0. Cincinnati.
Luciano Acosta, just terrific to watch. Been everywhere tonight. A real captain's performance. And what about this for a piece of skill? Drags it with the foot, takes it to the right, and curls a unstoppable strike past Alex Bono. Brilliant goal. What a player. He's been brilliant tonight for Cincinnati. Really been all over the park and deserves that moment. A mountain for TFC to climb now.
Second of the season.
And hell is real underway in Cincinnati. Quickly a ball forward for Acosta. Cincinnati in their primary blue strips, working right to left towards the Bailey for the first 45 minutes. Acosta working on one more, gets around him, into the box, still there, draws it back, past Barayal. Castillo rips a shot, and Edgar Castillo scores in the first minute. Cincinnati is on fire as the orange and blue strike first.
And this stadium's crying out for this action. Look at this for skill from Acosta. Brings it to the end line, squares it back. And Castillo absolutely rifles this. Takes a deflection. We talked this week as well. It'd be fantastic if FC Cincinnati could start early, start fast, and they've answered that call.
Brenner and Acosta working in the 18. Atanga. Acosta doubles Cincinnati's lead. Lucho Acosta slips it past Devin Bush. 2-0 orange and blue. The third of the season from Luciano Acosta.
We've talked a lot about this guy being the assist, being the supplier. This time he's the finisher. And it doesn't matter if it's scrappy, it's the finish that counts. And from this angle, he knows exactly where Evan Bush is. Hits it low and hard, just underneath the goalkeeper's left hand. What a finish.
And what a dream start. Junior finds Acosta into the 18. Brenner's there. Brenner scores! Second in as many games.
Well, again, it's Acosta with a vision, and he's really starting to make this look easy. The spaces that he gets into to receive under pressure, and then always seeing that extra runner, that player to play in behind. A great feed, and credit to Brenner. This is a fantastic finish.
Miazga, Vasquez towards Acosta. A back heel for Matarrita. Into the 18, trying to bring it back across. Acosta puts it in the back of the net. There's one, and FC Cincinnati has life.
As this ball is played wide to Matarrita, takes a touch, and he whips this in. Right idea, Acosta. Great bit of skill just to flick that as he turns it into that corner. And even before that third goal was scored, we talked.
Is the other option here, but this is Lucio Acosta, goal! On the free kick, he kept this ball low. Oh, the MVP has made the entrance, and he has Cincinnati now up by 2.
It's all of a sudden they're thinking, right, okay, he's going to try and go over the wall. They jump. They don't have a play behind the wall. We see it so often where teams say we're going to have a player lying behind the wall and we can jump. New England don't do that.
Cincinnati come to life here. Bupenza. Acosta lets it go. Baird. Acosta shakes off a hack. Lucha! Golazo!
And the space just in front of the back line. That move right there, incredible. Woo! Everything has been about Acosta coming and allowing Baird and Bupenza to be the benefactor of his movement. Instead, Bupenza drags, Acosta steps in behind, and I thought he was going to play that. But lest we forget, this is the most lethal player in Major League Soccer.
In fact, 1-2 in the Supporter Shield race as well. Cincinnati back doing what they do. Nice little 1-2. Acosta! The moment happens that quick in transition, and the MVP delivers.
The closing moments of the half, you see this driving, and look at the spot that Acosta's in, forcing you to make a decision. They opt to go wide because he's covered. But look at the quick combination play, and from that spot, he doesn't miss. Does again, one touch, two touch, lays it off, keeps his balance, slots it to the back post. A phenomenal finish, and you see how quickly they transition. The ball just 5 passes before was at the goalkeeper's feet, and here they are.
Pedro Gallese has had his challenges of late. The East's top 2 last season, they finished with record points tallies, contrasting fortunes early in 2024. The Lions' roar has been muted. Cincinnati, despite notable bumps in the road, largely marching on and marching into the box for a very early chance in which they take the lead through Acosta with inside 20 seconds on the clock. Cincinnati are off and running already.
From Yedlin over the top, and nobody's tracking him. There's such a massive gap between Janssen and Schlegel, and as Acosta gets in the area, this is where he comes to life. This is his sweet spot. Tight little areas. It sends Cartagena down the ground, cuts inside, and then sends Pedro Gallese the other way. So he closes the hips.
And you've got that with the number 9 up front that can play with his back to goal.
Kelsey goes wide to Valenzuela. Now Luco Orishano. Buca into Acosta. Is this a second? Oh, Acosta! That is so good from the MVP! Patience! Lead doubled for Cincinnati!
It's better with a reference point, with a guy up front that can occupy the center backs. Over 60% of the goals since 2023 have been number 10, Luciano Acosta, the reigning MVP, the legend for Cincinnati, as they're up 2-0 at Lower.com Field here in Columbus.
With a game at hand in that Supporter Shield race this season. Wobodo on it for Cincinnati. And Acosta, this is promising. Acosta with time. Lucho, he's so patient. Oh, he's so good.
But his best quality, you can't really teach. in the biggest moment, to have the composure, the ability to draw defenders, make them uncomfortable, and finish with both feet. Luciano Acosta has been fantastic for Pat Noonan and FC Cincinnati. His 10th goal of the year, and it's a big one.